Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Round 2 of the mystery tournament for 9/21/2018. I've got Patrick and Sigma Sultan here with me. How you guys doing? Round 2 of the mystery
Pretty
tournament
good.
for
Excellent.
9/21/2018. I've got Patrick and Sigma Sultan
Hold on,
here with
sorry,
me.
I
How
can
you
hear
guys
myself
doing?
talk.
Round 2 of the mystery
Pretty
tournament
good.
for
Unprofessional.
9/21/2018. I've got Patrick and Sigma Sultan. Hold on. I have like 5 things going on here. I had to figure out where the audio's coming from. I figured it out. My bad. I heard Sigma. Patrick, how are you?
I'm good. Hello.
Very good. Very good. So this is Kobo Deluxe. This is another mystery tournament game. I need you all at the start menu. The rules of this are simple. Up, down, left, right on your keyboard to move. Shift to fire. Space to pause the game. The way this game operates is you need to blow up all of the spaceship nodes. They look like little space stations. There's blue orbs on the outside. You want to kill the orange orb on the very core of it. By blowing up the orbs on the outside, you actually take a bit of damage. The station takes damage, and you can get close to the orb. Shoot everything, avoid everything. That's about it. You get free ships every single time that you get a certain amount of points. I want you both to get to and complete stage 15. That's the rules for victory. So in the lower right, you see ships and stage. I want you to both to get to and complete stage 15. This game actually goes infinity, I think. I don't think there's a level limit, but 15 I think is a good sprint. So both of you to the start menu, please.
Mm-hmm.
I see Sigma's there, just good. Patrick, go ahead and get to the main menu.
You see it?
Excellent, yep. So both click start game. So shift for your gun, space to pause. You're going to go classic skill level. So I'll tell you when to start, but we want classic skill.
Okay.
I'll just pause it then, real quick.
Alright.
Spacebar. There, okay, cool. So Patrick, hit classic. And then spacebar to pause when you get in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. We'll get started right now in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so I got the heck out of the room. This is Patrick B versus Sigma Sultan. I wasn't able to get the game audio working. For some odd reason, it was either coming in mega full, heavy audio blast, or nothing at all. But you've heard the explanations that I gave these guys. Sigma already starting a risky route, committing suicide to kill the dudes. The instructions I gave are very simple. Blow up all the space stations to complete the mission. We're going to see a little bit of tactics here. I told them up, down, left, right, and fire. There's not a ton of controls for this game. This is a lot like Small Golf, where we saw in the last matchup, where the controls are fairly straightforward. And there's not a ton to it. But how these guys maneuver and play around is really going to see, we're going to see what's going on. I'm going to see if I can get some more audio here. A little bit of audio. Let me do just a little tweaking. I do want you guys to hear this, so give me just a second here. I bet you I know what the problem is. Oh no, I don't know what the problem is. Okay. Either way. Yeah, there we go. A little bit out of Sigma. So we'll just have to deal with it. This game is an old game. It's been rewritten. You can play it in everything from like Windows 95 to Windows 10. I mean, I was just playing it not too long ago. Interesting enough that we're seeing, that kind of a classic game being brought back. A lot of dedication with old games like that. It really looks like Patrick is got a bit of the flow going on. I told the guys to tap shift. I wonder if they're just holding shift. But yeah, the main objective is to get the node to the center of the space station. That purple orb on Patrick's screen on the left. There you go. That's what causes a chain reaction and destroys the station. Now, the way in which this level works is in between deaths, the map is progressed. I think I said that way wrong. Meaning if you blow up a station and die, as long as you have plenty of lives, that station is still dead. The only time the map completely resets is if you game over. And there's no limits on retries for game overs. You can game over and over and over and over again. So you also heard what I said. We're looking for stage 15. From what I understand, this game goes on for like ever. Like I don't think there's a level cap to it. When I was playing solo to try to figure out a good stopping point, I got to level 19. And after that, it just gets ape bananas crazy. But still, I'm pretty excited to see these two go at it with it. Now, Sigma gamed over, as you can see on the right, so he can just restart and keep going.
What stage did you make it to?
Hold on, maybe I should tell him that in case. Sigma, just go ahead and continue. Just start game again at the top.
Start again? Or no?
And then it'll just continue at play at whatever stage you were at.
Okay.
Classic. Yep, there you go, stage 2. Have fun. Sorry, I didn't mention that before. Also, you guys can hold shift to fire better if you wanted, instead of just tapping.
Oh!
There we go.
Oh.
Alright, that's all the hints you're getting. Have fun.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so there we are. There's that.
Okay. Okay. I'm just not holding shift. Is that bad?
I'm going to turn up the desktop audio a little bit, see if we can get some of that game audio in here.
Not gonna lie, I wish I could change it to WASD.
Yeah, okay, there you go. A little bit out of Sigma screen.
Not gonna lie.
I'm going to try Patrick's audio real quick. Sorry if this is a little bit hit-miss, but I'm trying to get this dialed in with enough random players at the time, so that's not a good excuse, but it's the excuse I've got. The silence is kind of killing me. Oh, there we go. Holy crap. Alright, now we've got something. Alright, we'll be dealing with Patrick's audio for the game. That's better. Okay, so we're on still stage 2 for both these blokes.
I forgot I could pause it.
Patrick's got, yep, stations dialed in and done. I've kind of found that you can get a free life, I guess depending on the size of the station, every 3 stages or so. Doesn't take too long to get a free life or whatever, but you've got to be consistent with the kills, and you've got to make sure that you're working over each of the projectiles that come out as well. Some projectiles are shootable, some are not. What I really want to see is some interesting tactics out of these guys. So we see Sigma on the right side just going absolutely spastic with the bullets, which is interesting. And that flashing just got Sigma a new ship. There we go. Sigma's still on stage 2. He's getting a good cleaning now that he's got the rapid fire thing figured out. Oh, and he took a clip there. Patrick working over stage 3 pretty well. There we go. This is going to be another interesting showdown where, when it was for the last match between Lyricin and Sky, is how much of the game do you take conservatively and carefully, and how much of the match do you just go in, it's like, I'm just going to suicide in, get the orb done, sacrifice a ship, move on. You know, those kinds of decisions are interesting to see. And I'm hoping we're going to see a lot more of that here. Music's pretty good for this one. No complaints. Okay. Patrick moving on to stage 4. Sigma not far behind. And if you're hearing a Discord message, I'm sure it's from Patrick's screen. Mine's muted. But that's okay. So if you're hearing a Discord notification, careful, it might not be yours. Whoop. Very good maneuvering on Patrick's side. That was a clean kill. Good take apart work right there. Let's give Sigma a gander here. Yep, easy snipe, no problem. Now, one of the things to pay attention with this game is your bullets only occupy the screen. They don't traverse past the screen. They are non-piercing rounds as well. So you got to be careful with how much bullet you're going to put into an area and how much you're going to just get the heck out.
No, I probably shouldn't say that.
And I'm waiting for Patrick to see if he gets a good corner kill out of this one. So you can totally take your time and work over each of the extensions, and you have exactly what we saw on Patrick's screen, just a single orb remaining. Or you could try to go in and quick kill and take out that orb. Either is interesting tactics all the same. Ooh, some good dodging. Good dodging out of these guys. Now they've got a good feel for the game, we're really starting to see who plays it gutsy to the chest and who's keeping it back. Now I know Sigma right now can go bust up that orb, but Sigma's taking the time to clear out some of the more outer stuff. He absolutely doesn't need to, just has to blow up the orb. There we go, yep. Good kill, good kill. Patrick's already on stage 6, moving very quickly. And not all of these are multiple space stations. I'm not too sure what these things are called. I call them space stations, but whatever. In this round, round 6, stage 6, whatever, it's just a single one. And if you can find out where in the heck the weakness is, pop that, get the core, get the heck out, right? The mini-map on the right side of the screen is really going to be important for this, because if you're taking a little bit of time and paying attention, you can see exactly where some weak points might be. And that's important as well. Oop, okay. And Patrick for the kill. Nice, stage 7. Sigma's got some good tactics, but he's playing it a little too cautiously, in my opinion. Yep, oh, now we're getting Splatterfest. This is definitely hit-run level tactics in stage 7, for sure. Yep. But then that's going to happen. Now, again, like I said, the map is persistent as long as you have kills, or as long as you have ships. So, Patrick has another ship after this one. He could sacrifice this... Excuse me, he could sack this one if he needs to. And now, the map will still... Oh, game over. Alright, so he's got to reset. He'll go ahead and start game, classic. And now he'll have 5 fresh ships for this map. An interesting tactic is if you go into a level that you think is going to be tough, but you only have like 1 or 2 lives remaining, a valid tactic would be to just lose those 2 lives and just kill yourself, and then get a fresh 5 lives back with a reset. That's a totally valid tactic. I could absolutely see some of these players doing that as they go from stage to stage. Yeah, the thing is with this stage 7 on Patrick's screen, you get spawned right in the middle. And that's where this gets absolutely crazy, because all that volley fire is just not going to be helpful. You either got to bust out, get on the outside and work them one at a time, or as we see a lot more Gutsy right here on that left screen, he's just getting in there and calling it a day. Oh god, that's close. Sigma's still working good. I'm interested to see the, I guess I'll call it spread shot or whatever. Like, he's hitting a bunch of keys on the controller to make sure he's got better bullet coverage, which is interesting. It's not a bad tactic, especially if you just want to get a bunch of ammo on the screen just to try to clear out some of the nonsense. And now this is Sigma hitting stage 7. Let's see how Sigma handles the beginning of this one. Yep, Sigma's doing it again. You see that? He's hitting all the keys on the keyboard, trying to get the best cut of range as much as he can. Best coverage, I mean. Oof. Okay. Yeah, this is where the projectiles are definitely going to become abusive, to say the very least. Yeah, absolutely. Look at the missiles on Patrick's screen. That's just volley after volley after volley of nonsense. Sigma's doing a good job. He took the outside approach, and that gives him a lot less crap he's got to deal with, especially with all the nodes on the inside. Yeah, that inside is no man's land for sure. Yeah, Lerosin in the comments said, the great hit every possible button tactic. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely for sure. This is definitely also going to be another case, as this is a best of 3 match. So I'd really be curious to see how these guys handle the first few stages again. I'm pretty sure stage like 1 through 5, they're just going to be able to blitz right through it. And Patrick has 2 more ships in order to deal with this final station here. Sigma's still taking the cautious outside approach. Not a bad plan whatsoever. It minimizes the amount of projectiles and garbage he has to deal with. And Patrick is on stage 9. Like I said right here, this might be a situation where Patrick just loses his last ship, so he gets a full set of 5 again. One ship, if he gets really far, then dies, he wastes a bunch of time, but that's okay. This actually gives him a really good learning opportunity to see how much stuff he has to deal with. Yeah, as you can see, this is very projectile heavy. Yep, and there we go. So that's the game over. Fresh start for 5 ships, gets him back to stage 9. Sigma's still cleaning up stage 7. Oh, and he just walked right into that missile launcher. Oh, tough break, man. Tough break. And that game over's on stage 7, so he's got to do a redo. Games of this genre, I guess, would be most easily categorized as what's referred to as a bullet hell. This isn't quite bullet hell level, but having to dodge and all that, that really puts it into that kind of a category perspective. A lot of tough work for Patrick here on the left. Sigma's about to clean up 7. Good work out of Sigma. Again, being that cautious. Again, there we go again. There's the hit every button tactic, which has been good. That's blocked. It's blocked a few losses out of Sigma's side. And there we go. Cleans up 7, moving on to 8. Patrick, there we go, pops that. That takes out 9 for him. He's on 10 now. Again, we want to get to and clear off 15. And a reset for Patrick. Okay, a little bit of cautious. A little bit of dangerous. Again, taking a look at that minimap on the right, if you pause the game, you can actually see exactly what paths you have to take after you know how the game operates. You can see kind of like, well, if I get this one, then this one opens, and this one, then this one opens, and this one, then this one opens. You can kind of figure out and map what you have to do to get it cleaned up. Granted, in a real situation like we are right now where they're actively playing, that does take a lot of time to just sit back. But I think Patrick has it open. Nope, not quite. He's got to open up that whole left side in order to get to the core. Sigma's doing much better. He's a quick learner. Yeah. In, out, done. Yeah, looking pretty good on that one. I wonder if Patrick can hear me talking, because he shouldn't be watching my stream. You see now how he paused after I said, hey, pausing could be a thing. Well, we'll talk about that and make sure that he's not streaming, not watching the stream when we do the rematch, because this is a best of 3. So we'll see what's going on with that. And yep, tons of projectiles is going to make that much more difficult. Now, as I might have mentioned before, or if I didn't, when you go through your firing, your bullets don't go past your screen. The second they leave your screen, your bullets don't exist. When the enemies are off screen, they can't fire either. That being said, being able to get on the map or on the screen, fire your salvo, and then immediately leave so the enemies aren't firing at you anymore is really important. Unfortunately, that's a reset for Patrick, but it's important because right now Patrick and Sigma are at the exact same part. Starting stage 10, ready to go.
What stage are you on?
Okay, looking good so far. Again, super cautious activity out of Sigma. Patrick is getting a little gutsy. That is absolutely necessary, though, with these parts. You can't be super too cautious. You might waste a lot of time. Oof. Okay, that's a game over out of Sigma, and possibly a game over out of Patrick. That will put them again at literally the exact same spot. And there we go. Yep. Now, even though we're coming to this stage and it's only one space station, you might be like, oh, I had to deal with 7 in the last stage, or 8 in the last stage, or whatever. Now, even with just the 1, you can see this is much more complex. The projectiles are turning from 1 to 2. The core of the space station shoots a ton of crap. I mean, definitely paying attention to your surroundings is what is necessary for this one. I guess if I had to put it in a skills category, this would be situational awareness and reaction time. First-person shooter players are going to have a much better advantage because that's what reaction times are required for, first-person shooters. So being able to be quick on your feet and, I guess, on your fingers when moving in, that's what's going to make or break a map like this. Sigma's got the core exposed. Oh, and he can corner shot that. Oh, damn, that was close. If Sigma gets in the corner shot, and he got it. That's stage 10 in the books. Stage 11 is going to be a little more straightforward. It's a straight line, smaller stations, but they are much more compact. So that's where this is going to be also really iffy. I really want to see Patrick bust open the core and get in there, and he's almost got it exposed. I think I see on his minimap there's literally one pipe in the way. Oh, he's got eyes on the core. Yep. Looks like Patrick is going to do a little bit more footwork outside. Try to clear out some of the stuff. I'm not too sure how much more Patrick has to clear, but Patrick is still taking it safe, trying to clear out as much stuff as he can. You can see Sigma's really dealing with these stations pretty effectively. The amount of missiles and garbage on the map is not going to help whatsoever. Oh, he's just got to get the core. There we go. That's stage 11 in the books. Stage 12 kind of puts the last few levels together. We're going to see a lot of bigger stations, and that's where this is going to be, you know, do you just concentrate on one? Do you just nitpick a few of them? How do you take this one on? Solid. Oof. Patrick's doing some... oh, there we go. Sigma's already got his first station down of stage 12. Patrick's been doing good with picking apart. He's been working well on his accuracy. That's been good. He's been lining up the shots pretty well. Patrick has. The only thing to be careful of is with how many assets are on the map. All the garbage he's got to dodge. That's what makes this tricky. Okay, and Patrick found the core. Ooh, what a dodge. And Patrick could go right now, sweep in, and hit the core. That's okay. Patrick's got some ships, no problem. Sigma's been doing a very good job picking up and cleaning out of stage 12. You also see that Sigma's doing a lot of juking, a lot of moving, and then move in, and then immediately pull back. That's really reducing the amount of fire rate the enemies are able to do against Sigma. So Sigma's been doing a really good job moderating that. That puts stage 12 in the books for Sigma. Patrick just put stage 10 in the books, and now he's on stage 11. So now we have a revisit of the smaller stations for Sigma. This should be a quick push kill. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Now, it's not just the stations that are throwing a bunch of garbage. There's a ton of other stuff that's just environmental. I don't know if you're seeing the asteroids. There's the different kinds of missiles. There's these red beam balls that split off. I mean, there's a bunch of crap going on, regardless. Patrick doing pretty well. Trying to get... oh, man, just staying alive is a mission all its own. And that's stage 13 for Sigma. Oh, almost. Oh, there's the core. Okay, Sigma's got one more shot to clear out that core and at least reset on the next mission if he loses his ship. Super careful on this one. Oh! oh, man, that was so close. Alright, stage 14 for Sigma. Stage 12 for Patrick. Moving along here pretty quick. I thought this was going to take a lot longer. But this is good. Alright, so Patrick decides to just reset right there. Not a bad plan that gets him 5 fresh ships. Pretty good strategy, I'd say. If I was playing this head-to-head, I'd be resetting like literally every single stage. There's no limit on resets. All you're really losing is time. Sigma doing a pretty effective job cleaning shop on 14. Patrick doing pretty well. Lining up the shots so that way he can just point in one direction, get 2 or 3 orbs at once. Not too bad. That puts Sigma on stage 15. If he is not careful, Patrick is going to be able to catch up pretty quick here. And we're coming pretty close here. Sigma's getting there. Sigma only has 1 ship, though. This could buy Patrick a crap ton of time if Sigma's not careful and he loses his ship. Oh, wow. Did you see that dodge on Sigma's side? Man, that would have reset the whole level right there. Up, and there we go. So that just bought Patrick a bunch of time. Got to be super careful how these guys play. Oof. So again, now that we're seeing a fresh reset of stage 15, you can see that it's quite a bit more open, smaller stations. The stations aren't nearly as packed together as in previous levels, but that doesn't mean there's not going to be a ton of projectiles all over the place. Quick kill from Sigma right there, no problem. At this point, I know you've been hearing a lot of Discord noises, I apologize. I'm almost wondering if they use some of the game audio for this from Discord. Please disregard those, as I mentioned before. Sorry about that. Oh, okay, Patrick has 2 ships left. He could easily clean this out. But we are getting close. This is the last station for Sigma. That'll call it at stage 15, and that'll wrap it up for this match. And that's it. Alright, gentlemen, that's it. Sigma, congratulations for completing stage 15.
God damn.
If both of you would pause, it'd be awesome. Then we can reset for our best of 3 match.
Okay.
Also, Patrick, if you don't mind, could you mute your Discord? Both of you would pause,
yep.
it'd be awesome. Then we can reset for our best of 3 match.
I might just
Also,
might
if you don't mind.
might as well leave. So yeah,
What do you mean?
like Discord.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to. So in order to reset, go back to the main menu. So abort current game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll see the options when you guys are at the main menu. Well done, by the way. That was very interesting, Patrick. I thought you had Sigma by the teeth the whole match, but Sigma did a good job pulling up.
I started to learn how to do it, and it started to kind of click in my head.
No, that was great.
And then it kind of took off.
No, it was very good. All right, get to the main menu, please. Go ahead and hit start or whatever so I can see all the options. Go down to new player.
Oh. Okay. Fuck.
Oh, there you go. Nope, you did it. Start at stage 1. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
go down to start at stage and go all the way to 1. You don't have to do new player. I didn't think you could select which stage you started at. So, to the main menu then. So go up to start game. And hit it. So we're going to go casual difficulty again, and the same rules apply. We're going to wait till you guys hit and complete level 15.
Okay.
So whenever you both are ready, go ahead and hit start and pause it at the main menu at the game. Yep, perfect. We'll do a
I am
count.
on stage 12.
Oh, okay. So you guys had to go to stage 1. So go back to the main menu.
Oh, it says I'm at stage 16.
Yep. So hit quit. Quit again. Abort current game. Okay, start at stage 1. There you go, Sigma.
Yep.
All right, pause. And for you, Patrick, yep, start game. Okay, and pause when you get in. Great. Good luck, gentlemen, for the second round. Let's do countdown 3, 2, 1, go. There we are. Okay. So, not too sure why Patrick is still paused. Maybe he alt-tabbed to switch Discord rooms or something? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, there we go. Alright. So I tried to get audio from Sigma again. It's not coming through, so we're still going to be playing audio from Patrick. So I apologize, you might hear the badoops of Discord, but still. Alright, so fresh match, best of 3. Sigma was victorious, and like I said, I'm thinking the first 5 stages are just going to be bulldozed. There's going to be significantly less enemies, significantly less projectiles. The stations are going to be a lot leaner, bigger, but they're not going to have nearly as much density in the nodes. At least that's the way I understand it. Still to point, yep, we're seeing Sigma on the right side, pretty much doing what I thought, bulldozing through. Actually, they're right at the same. They're at the same spot right now. But Patrick is doing a very good job keeping up. And right there, Patrick's in the lead. 2 stations left for Patrick, and we're at 3 for Sigma. This is much more neck and neck than what it was the first go around, and that's interesting to see. And yep, Patrick already with a fresh life. This is where Patrick is going to make up a ton of time, I think. Stage 3 for Patrick, very good. Sigma showed that he was doing very well around stage 8, 9, 10, when the density was getting much thicker. I think Sigma did a better job there. Patrick is showing very well in these early stages, though, that it's not a problem. Now, don't forget, in this game, whoever's winning can change very quickly, considering if you game over, you've lost all the progress you've made on that specific level, which can make, I guess, make or break, depending on how the performance of the rest of this match goes. Patrick doing a great job, picking off the outside, getting into the core, getting it done. Sigma's on the same level, stage 3, and we're going to see how that pans out. Very good clear from Patrick. Patrick's ahead, but not too far, and I would not count Sigma out at all. Sigma going in for... oh, almost had that clear right there. Yep, and right there was a demonstration on Sigma's screen where I said the bullets don't progress past the screen. So if you fire, but the enemy's off screen, you didn't hit them. You know, these things are high velocity for fire rate and speed, but not great on range. You can't just let a bunch of bullets fly and assume that you've hit. Patrick doing a pretty sweet job here. Bam, that's stage 4. Oh, nope, there's another station. My bad, didn't see it. Sigma's clearing 3 right now. Bam, 5 ships. He's also in a really good opportunity situation to progress better because he's got the 5 ships. So that looks good for both players right now. There we go. That's stage 4 for Patrick. Sigma not far behind. Good clear out of Sigma right there. That was a nice shot. And that's stage 5 for Patrick. Moving on to stage 6. Again, another single big guy. Now this is more where the introduction of the missile salvos are showing up. We're going to see a lot more of these nodes deal a lot more, I guess, chuck a bunch more garbage to get the job done. Yep, see, there you go. See, there's the missile salvo on Patrick's screen. Just absolute garbage chucking out. Now, the good thing is you can fire a lot faster than these missiles, so they're definitely doable to overcome. Station cleared, he's moving on to 7. Sigma working on the 5 station. That node is tucked in real tight. That's going to give Sigma a little bit of problem. I'm seeing a lot less resets. These players really have the bare mechanics of the game on point. Sigma sacked himself, whatever, got the job done, moving on. Stage 6 for Sigma. Another one big station thing, depending on how the layout works. This might be a quick kill for Sigma, then they're both back on the same level. Okay, the core is exposed for Sigma. If you can get a diagonal shot in there, it's a done deal. Ooh, or a straight shot, if you can actually get in there. Yep, he's going to have to do a little bit of clearing out, make sure he can get that clean shot. There you go, he got it. Stage 7 for him. Patrick moving on to 8. I don't know what I prefer better, like the big station mission or a bunch of these little ones. And don't forget, the last time we were here, these guys game overed on this stage 2 or 3 times. There was just a ton of stuff, and they were both kind of quagmired in that middle there, and it turned into a real no man's land pretty quick. But now you can see these guys are playing completely differently. A little bit more duck and weave, hit and run, that kind of thing. It just, if you've seen Patrick scream for the last 30 seconds, those dodges were ridiculous. Yeah, becoming much more familiar with the controls and a lot more gutsy. Okay, Sigma now on 8. Yeah, with so many missiles, if you're literally not paying attention 100%, that's where it goes from, yeah, things are okay, to, oh my god, no. A little bit of precision work out of Patrick. Get that core exposed. Done deal. That's on to stage 9 for him. Sigma's looking pretty good. Again, doing better on that inside. This is where I believe Sigma worked more on the outside when it was a little bit more surgical. But this has still been interesting all the same. 2 ships for Sigma, 4 ships for Patrick. Should be enough to complete another stage or 2 before they gotta reset. Taking advantage of the slowness of those projectiles on Patrick's screen, he was able to get in and clear stage 9. Stage 10's another, yep, as you can see, just really big station. This introduces, I believe, more of the faster green pellets we're seeing, and the red ones that split off into green ones. Sigma's got 1 ship left. He's got to be super careful, or he's going to reset his progress for this one. This is where it's the biggest time loss, is the resets. And like I said before, if it was in my position, if I didn't have 5 lives going to the next level, yeah, exactly this. And I just got to reset and do stage 8 again. If I didn't have a full 5 lives, I would just reset the map. Just, you know, kill yourself until you run out of ships, and then get a fresh 5. But still. Sigma still easily has a chance to pull up. Stages 12, 13 were pretty darn difficult for these guys before, I believe. Patrick getting real close on stage 10. 1 ship left, though, is in a delicate situation. Sigma doing a much cleaner job on these stations now. Like he said at the, whatever you want to call it, the halftime show or whatever, he just kind of felt like it clicked and he started to get a lot better with it. Now we can kind of see he's a little more at home with the controls. Oh, and then he just ate it. Stage 11 for Patrick. This is going to tie up real quick if Patrick isn't kept in check by Sigma. Oof, yep, that 1 missile from the node on Patrick's screen. Just got it immediate faced. There we go. Quick cleanup for Patrick, and this is going to wrap it up for Sigma on stage 8. And Patrick has to redo that level. Not too much of a setback, these are smaller stations, but still. Alright, Sigma on stage 9. Again, another 1 big station kind of a thing. These guys are moving much faster than they were the first time. I mean, obvious, once you learn a game, you go faster, but still. This is just crazy fun to watch. Yep, Sigma doing very good work with those green orbs right back there. Still pushing forward and avoiding all those projectiles, but still getting in some kills. There we go, Sigma for the kill, that's stage 9. He's now up to stage 10. Another big block level. He's not far from Patrick, for sure. Like, I mean, if the core is written poorly, and I'm going to phrase it like that, like if it's easily exposed, Sigma can catch up pretty darn quick. Nice kill out of Patrick. Sigma handling all right. Still being a little bit on the juke side, being careful, trying to minimize how many enemy projectiles are on the screen. Works out well. Yep, that got him right there. They pincered him right in pretty bad. Patrick's still emphasizing, I think, a bit more speed than he did before. He's trying to get a little bit more confident. Confident and gutsy. Yep, when you can pop 4 or 5 of those blue nodes that quickly, that truly helps out a bunch. Yeah, these asteroids, I don't know if they're indestructible or they just take a ton of shots, but they're pains in the butt all the same. Nice work out of Patrick, keeping a close distance but still getting in some damage. Still, yeah, Patrick still has plenty of ships to finish the mission. Sigma's on his last ship. He's got to be super careful from this, or again, he's going to suffer a massive time loss. So you see him pulling back really quick. Now, he can get that core, but that's... Ooh. Yeah, he's got to redo level 10. Redoing the missions that only have the 1 cube, again, isn't as bad as like 9 or 10 or 12 smaller cubes, but it's still a lot of damage you got to get in order to get to that core. Patrick peeling back the layers of this station like an onion. I would love to see a tiebreaker match between these two. And there's the node. That puts Patrick on 13. A lot of little small jobs, but it's still going to be a crap ton of... Yep, there you go. Projectile City, USA. Sigma's got the core exposed. If he just rushes in there, sacks himself, he can totally get that done. He's either going to rush it or he's going to peel back more of the base. Ooh, he's gutsing it. He's gutsing it. Trying to line up. Yep, that's a difficulty right now. He can kill those red projectiles. It's just lining it up is the problem. There you go. There. That's stage 10 for Sigma in the books. Yep, that was guts, but that probably saved a lot of time on the outside that he would have to peel back anyway. And Patrick with one more ship on stage 13. Careful situation on this one, too. Nothing but nebula. Nice. Okay, stage 14. 2 more for Patrick, and then he can sink the win in his category. Sigma having a little bit of trouble. Gotta be delicate. Sigma's got the 1 ship problem left. And Patrick was able to kill that and clear it, and I guess in a double KO situation, the player wins. So that was well done there. Not much here for 15 against smaller stations, but that doesn't mean there's going to be less projectiles. Patrick is doing a great job clearing left and right. Sigma, hopefully this is his last ship, so hopefully he can finish it up for stage 11. Well done for Sigma, that gets him to 12. Oof. Tough run for Patrick, he's got to redo 15. But this isn't a super extensive level. Patrick should still be able to finish this one up pretty quick. Man, Sigma's playing it super risky. 1 ship left, and he's got a ton of crap to clear out. And that resets him. That's okay, Sigma didn't lose a lot of time. It was still fairly early in stage 12, so that probably turned out the best it could have. Nice work on Patrick. Patrick's just got 2 more small stations and he can net this one in the bank. Oh! The second I say that, announcer's curse, he just got a face full of asteroid. Meteor? Asteroid? I don't know. Whatever those things are. Big stupid rocks of stupid. Not much more left for Patrick. And hopefully for him, he can net these last 2 stations with the 2 ships he has. Sigma doing a pretty good job working these bigger stations over. Yeah, depending on how that core is situated, you could lose a ton of time on it. Especially if you're not looking for the individual openings, that could really get in the pain. And that's stage 15 for Patrick. That actually wraps it up. So this is a 1-1 situation right now.
I did 16.
Gentlemen, Patrick is the winner.
Nice.
Very well done.
This is exactly the opposite of what it was last time.
It actually was. It actually was, yeah. 15 and 12. Still expertly done out of both you, and now we need a tiebreaker. How are you both feeling?
I don't know. Ready.
Good. If I can get you both to stage 1 again. This will be for all the marbles.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm not starting yet, just I need to...
Yeah, I see. You're messing with options. Options are no problem. You can mess with them any day you want. The thing is that... No, you're starting at 12. You didn't reset it?
I know.
Oh, you're just testing, I see.
Alright.
You gonna give that a try?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Do you think it's going to be a terrible idea?
I don't think it'll give you the quick reactions you need. I think you're shooting yourself in the foot, but I'm not going to tell you how to play the game.
You're probably very right.
That's okay.
Give me 1 second. Let me do one thing. BRB.
Sure. So Patrick, how do you feel? That was a good win out of you.
I don't know.
Okay. That's fine. Still a good match.
Yeah.
What do you think of this game? Do you like it?
It's pretty fun.
Oh, good. Happy to hear that. Best of luck in the tiebreaker.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
Very good. Patrick is already ready to go, so if you'll get to stage 1, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gentlemen. Good luck, have fun in 3, 2, 1. Go. Alright, audio's all set. Okay, gentlemen. Good luck, have fun. I'll wait till I'm done talking there. Alright. So, tiebreaker match. Yeah, Lyrison, that's a good point. I thought a controller would be best as well. To be fair, I didn't test this with a controller. I tested it with the keyboard. But yeah, controller might be better. That's a good comment. That's a good point. So tiebreaker match. I'm really hoping, like I said before, we'll see maybe the first 4 or 5 matches or stages be pretty much clears pretty darn quick. These guys have the mechanics down point now. Any strategies that they may have figured out, they've already solidified in their minds with 2 rounds. So we're just going to see what's going on. Sigma, if you haven't noticed in the last few minutes, he configured his controls to a mouse instead of a keyboard. So that's going to be really interesting. I'm kind of curious to see how that'll pan out. Mouse might give you a better reaction time, depending on what you use more. Again, Sigma's a first-person shooter kind of a player, so the mouse might do him a lot better good than it would do me. I think I'm faster reactionary on a keyboard than a mouse, but we're going to have to just see. Yeah, that's another good point. I noticed that in the options as well, the auto fire. I don't know why you wouldn't always want to fire. From what I've noticed, there isn't a limit of bullets on screen. I guess the best reference point I could say is like maybe Mega Man. For the regular Buster Shot, you can only have so many bullets on screen at any time, so auto fire can actually hurt you. In this case, I don't really see a limit to that, so that's actually a really good point as well. Alright, let's catch up here. Stage 4 for Patrick, Stage 3 for Sigma. Patrick's really pulling in the lead here. But definitely, again, not counting Sigma out at all. A slip up on a very high density level and losing all your ships could be definitely a time suck, and that would not be great. Sigma taking a lot of time trying to get that one core. There you go. I don't know what these are called. Cores, nodes, whatever. Starfish, I don't know what you call them. So if you haven't noticed, Sigma went back to the keyboard. I don't see his mouse anywhere. I was paying attention to Patrick's screen at the time, I think, when he changed it. But back to those controls. If you hear that, I don't know how to say it, maybe that boing noise, that's one of the players, I guess in this case Patrick, because we only have his audio. He's getting an additional ship for how many kills he has. Your score and the ship number will flash for a moment. That's when you're getting a new ship. So based on the points and all that stuff, that's an important piece to know. Last round, if you notice, Patrick actually had 6 ships at one time, so he was actually netting positive amounts of ships, which is impressive too. And we're coming up to end of stage 4 for Patrick. Sigma's not far behind, but... oh, that was close. And that does it for Patrick. Moving on to stage 5. Sigma's got to be careful here. I've noticed that none of the players have taken advantage of the strat that I mentioned earlier of the just resetting a level just to get the extra lives. But that's okay. Oh, that's so risky on Sigma's side. So risky. Man, that was close. Patrick is one whole level ahead of Sigma, counting, stage 5. And Sigma, nice cleanup, puts him on stage 5 right there. Oh, there we go. Sigma did exactly what I was mentioning before. He just ran into the ship, gonna reset, now he's at 5 lives. That works out very well. That right there is exactly what lost Sigma a ton of time the last round. And I'm really hoping that's gonna save him all the time that he would have lost. Stage 7 for Patrick right now. So Patrick's in the same position. He hasn't gotten far. He's got 1 ship. Oh, now he's got 2. That's another thing, is how much do you throw it away? Because based on your score, you might be on the cusp of getting another ship. To be absolutely honest, I didn't do the research of how many points you need to get a ship. Last thing I want is the players to have to worry about that on top of everything else, even though I guess now that I'm saying that out loud, it might have been important. Great dodging by Patrick. Really, really trying to deal with everything on screen. Knocking out these stations. He's got level 7 in the books. Stage 7. Level, stage, map, whatever. And that's 7. Sigma not far behind. You noticed a second ago Sigma had 6 ships. So he was doing pretty well. Stage 8 for Patrick, quick reset. Sigma's still in a good position. Yeah, this is our missile hell level. You can just see those core nodes are going absolutely insane. Now again, like I mentioned, you can fire faster than those cores, so if you rush dead in and just get your bullet on, you can knock it out. The problem is when there's 2 of those nodes on the map at the same time. Yeah, you've got double the volley of nonsense. Yeah, see, just right there. Yep. Man, you just gotta clear the map. Just run away for a second and just clear the map. Both these fine gentlemen are on the same level. Patrick's still a little bit ahead of Sigma. Yeah, that missile volley is just absolutely ridiculous. It's manageable, but it's ridiculous. Patrick, not too much more to go. Gonna clear this map out pretty soon. Sigma doing a good job, again, minimizing how many of the enemy projectiles are on the screen at any given time. He's doing a good job pulling back, well, aside from dying right there, but he's doing a good job just being on enough for his bullets to take effect and then pulling back immediately. So instead of a mega missile volley, the enemy's only getting like 2-3 shots off. And that works out very much in his favor. Patrick again on stage 9 for another big mission, another big station mission. Yeah, enjoy those slow projectiles, because they're not going to be that slow in the next few levels. Oh, and a cluster bomb right there. A spread shot? I don't know what we're calling these things. A big bunch of red badness. How about that? And Sigma about to clean shop. It's got to be super careful. Last ship. Oh, that was clutch. That was absolute clutch. That would have absolutely ruined his run if he died right there. Alright, 9 and 10. Not even a full level separates... Well, I guess a full level separates them. He's got one ship left. I'd almost expect Sigma to just keel over so he can get a fresh 5. Yep, there we go. Whether on purpose or accident, that still saves a ton of time. Patrick having a bit of problem with stage 10. This might be the chance Sigma needs to catch right back up. And that's a reset for stage 10. That's a big time loss. Because right now they're both at the exact same spot. That gave Sigma exactly enough time to catch up, both on stage 10. We're back neck and neck. But the only thing that's keeping these two apart is their ability to deal with the station, whatever randomness was created by it. Ooh, oh man, sweet dodging from Sigma right there. Ooh, a face full of plasma. Ah, dang. Alright, stage 10. Still very close on ship count as well. This could be either theirs battle. And there we go. Patrick just took the lead. Very close. Sigma's got 2 ships. I'm confident Sigma can handle this. There's not much of the station left. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Oof. Artful dodging for sure. Patrick just got into the ship, which got him in a much better situation. You know, because now he can keep going. But again, we're at a delicate crunch time. This could be really interesting depending on how this pans out. Sigma caught up nicely on stage 11. Sigma not far behind at all right now. A game over or something from Patrick would put Sigma in the lead. And Patrick only has 1 ship left to Sigma's 3. Okay, stage 12 for Patrick. Patrick spending a ton of time here is going to be detrimental. Okay, cool. Patrick died early in the stage. He gets his 5 ships back. No big deal. It's little changes like that you don't even have to change like how you're using your ship, but just a slight variance of how you play can save a ton of time. Deaths can be unexpected and whatever, but that saves you the most amount of energy and effort. Alright, so back with Sigma now on stage 12. The only difference right now is Patrick is about half a station ahead and 3 extra ships. If Sigma's careful, he can pull up. Pull right in, no problem. Patrick with the station down. Sigma's trying to get to the heart of the beast. I think it's exposed. He just has to go and look at it. Oh, no, it isn't. Okay, good call on Sigma then to do a little cleaning house. Super careful on Sigma's side. 1 ship left. Okay. Sigma went and killed himself. He gets his 5. Totally understood. Yep. Solid tactic. And that's the thing. You guys have been hearing everything I've been telling these guys. I didn't tell them that was even a thing. It's the how do you match a player versus another player, and how do they understand the rules in the situation that they have in front of them. You know, how does that work? How does a player know? And they just have to experiment and learn, right? That's what makes these kinds of tournaments fun. Now, I don't know if Sigma's trying to get the orb. I don't think he can at that angle with a straight shot. I think it's got to be a corner shot. Okay, he's going to peel it back like an onion a little bit here. And they're both on stage 12. One mess up in one of the bigger stages with a lot of ships like this, a lot of the stations, could change it immediately. Sigma taking a lot of time trying to get to that core. Yeah, that core rolled really poorly. To be fair, I don't know if all the stations are completely random. Or, I mean, the levels. I don't know how that exactly works. 13 is going to be a heavy projectile. Yeah, we're seeing that on Patrick's screen. Not a lot of stations. 13 should be fairly straightforward, but there's still a lot of garbage you have to deal with. Good shot out of Patrick. That core was exposed from the get-go. Okay, sacrifice, but he got the station down. That's also another thing I'm surprised I'm not seeing more of. Like, with easy stations, I'm kind of amazed I'm not seeing more rush in, get killed yourself, but also get the kill. So at the point, well done. Sigma going to try the corner shot here on that node. You can do it. It's there. Straight up and down, no problem. Oh man, that block was clutch. Okay, Patrick's still... Oh, Patrick just got another ship. That literally changes the name of the game, because if Patrick only had the one ship, you know, any mistake could be terrible. And then how much energy do you spend being, you know, conservative and careful and cautious and backing off and making sure that you don't get iced immediately, right? Oof. Alright, Patrick has to be super careful. This could jeopardize his lead if he doesn't get the kill. Sigma a bit behind, but that could change real quick. That actually clears up Sigma's 12. He's on 13. This is the smaller ship route, or smaller station. Patrick busted through. He got to 15. 1 life, though. Yep, and there you go. That's a reset of 15. 15's not that long anyhow. So I'm confident Patrick's going to be able to clean shop here. Not much left for Patrick. Oof. That's okay. Sigma should be able to clean out 13 at a minimum before Patrick clears out 15. There we go. Nice pick. Nice pick. Oof. All that's left is the node, and Patrick got haberdashed with it. There you go. Nice shot on Patrick. Perfect. Coming up to the final here. And that's it. Patrick's the winner.
Stage idea.
All right, gentlemen. Well done.
13. GG.
Congratulations, Patrick. Thank you both for playing. That was very well done out of both of you.
Good games.
Yeah.
Good games.
Absolutely. Thanks for that. So I'm going to stop the recording and the streaming here. We'll be back in about 15-20 minutes. This is going to be Patrick versus Skymix. Patrick, you good for your next match?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back shortly.
Yeah.